Hello everyone. At the last lecture, we started a new chapter. The name is Magnetic Effect Due to Electric Current, in which we will study at the last lecture magnetic forces, in which we determine the Lorentz force and the equation of cyclotron formula, that is mv is equal to qbr. Then by using this formula and the cyclotron motion, today we will discuss about the cyclotron accelerator. Cyclotron accelerator, in which this cyclotron accelerator is a charge particle accelerator. That means it is used to accelerate the charge particle, and in providing high energy due to this cyclotron, about mega electron volt to the giga electron volt, energy is provided by this cyclotron accelerator, and its particle beam is useful in studying particle matter interaction, and the sum of this also useful in medical treatment like as a tumor disease, cancer. By using this particle beam, it's useful to the treat to the tumor of cancer. Then this cyclotron, it also invented by the Lawrence and Livingston in 1934, purpose by studying the nuclear structure. By using the cyclotron accelerator, it is useful. Another use is the study the nuclear structure also, in which both electric as well as magnetic field are used in combination, and these are applied in the direction of perpendicular to the each other, and hence they are called the cross field. These electric field and magnetic field both are used in these cyclotron accelerator, and which is perpendicular to each other. These electric field and magnetic field are also perpendicular to each other, and this field is also called as the crossed field. Then these are consist of two Ds, that means the D-shaped metal chamber. Suppose this one is first D1 and another one is D2. Both are called as Ds because of it has capital letter D shape. Then in which the electric field and magnetic field are also applied, which is perpendicular to each other by the alternating voltage about 10,000 volt at the high frequency up to 10 megahertz. That is the alternating voltage or alternating frequency, which is denoted by F suffix A. That is the frequency, alternating frequency of voltage 10,000 volt at the high frequency, that is 10 megahertz. Then the positive ion are also produced by the Gyan ionization source kept at the point between these two Ds. At that point P, we put the gas ionization source, and due to this electric and magnetic field cross field, the ions, positive ions are produced between these Ds. Then in which this electric field is provided acceleration to the charge ion. These charge ion which is produced from these ion source at point P. The electric field is provided by this charge for the accelerating this charge ion. Then once ion is emitted, when the electric field and magnetic field is applied, cross magnetic field, electric field applied to these ion source between these two D's at a point P, ion is emitted whenever the ion is moved from one D to the another D. Because of the electric field, it has accelerate, it's provided the acceleration to the ion, positive ion, and the magnetic field is for the direction. It moves from one D to another D. It's complete the one semicircle from produce point P. It goes to the D1. It create one semicircle. Then from the magnetic field, due to the magnetic field, it goes in the free space between these two D's, and again goes from the D2 and it produces the again another semicircle with some radius r. Between these gap between these two D's, in a time interval t by 2, that is half time period, t begins the period of full revolution. When this ion is produced, positive ion is produced at the point P due to the electric field and magnetic field from the ionizing gas sources, it goes to the D1 to the D2, it produces the one circular motion. Again it goes to the D1 to the D2, D1 and to the D2, with changing its radius, that is increasing its radius and also increasing the velocity and speed, velocity v. It produces the high velocity between the accelerating this charge particle between these two D's, and also the speed velocity is increases with increasing its radius. Firstly its radius is r, another one is r, another one is r, increasing its radius, and again its last radius, increasing radius, at which these beams are also the move from this window. This window is at the D2. From this window, these beam, that is these are this radius, last beam radius, that is r exists, because of at that radius the beam is exists from the D's and it is moved or bombarded on the target also. And these exit beam are also useful to the treatment of the cancer, like as a tumor and other diseases. Then we find out the kinetic energy of that particle, then the frequency of that particle, time period of that particle, and the resonance condition also, in which we determine at the last lecture the cyclotron formula. Then by using this cyclotron formula, mv is equal to bqr. mv is equal to bqr. This formula r we are already studied at the last lecture. We have determined this formula by using the cyclotron motion. Then from this equation we determine the value of v. V is equal to this m is goes to the another side. Here this m is the multiplied to the v. Then it goes to the another side at the denominator. Therefore we write v is equal to bqr upon m. This m is goes to another side at the denominator. Then the time revolution of that charge particle, because of it is the circular motion, therefore we can write the formula 2 pi r upon v. 2 pi r, that is the circular motion, circle. 2 pi r upon v. V is the velocity of that charge particle which is accelerated in the between these two D's. Therefore from this value of v, we put the value of v in this equation. Therefore write 2 pi r is as it is divided by v. The value of v is put in this equation. We write q b r upon m. This value is put in this equation. Therefore we can write value of b q r upon m, in which this r gets cancelled. R gets cancelled. This m at the denominator it goes to the numerator, and we write the formula t is equal to 2 pi m upon QB. This m is goes to the denominator. 2 pi m upon QB. This is the formula of T. It is the time, and the Q is the charge, positive charge ion. Then we know that the frequency of revolution, or it is also called as the cyclotron frequency. We know that frequency is the reciprocal of the time period. Frequency is the reciprocal of time period. That is, frequency of revolution Fc, denoted by Fc, that is cyclotron frequency, is equal to the reciprocal of time period, that is 1 upon T. We know the value of T is 2 pi m upon BQ. This value put in this equation. Therefore we write QB upon 2 pi m. That is the reciprocal of that time period. BQ upon 2 pi m. Here the time period is 2 pi m upon BQ. Then the reciprocal of the time period is QB upon 2 pi m. BQ upon 2 pi m. This is the cyclotron frequency, in which the frequency of the applied voltage, that is FA, applied voltage to these two Ds. These applied frequency, applied voltage between these two Ds, it adjusts to the polarity of the two Ds in reversed as the ion arrived at the gap after the complete the one semicircle. When it completes one semicircle and its ion goes to the gap between these two Ds, then this condition is also called as the resonance condition, and this resonance condition is also is equal to the applied frequency or cyclotron frequency. Therefore you can write the condition Fa is equal to Fc. Fa is the applied frequency, Fc is the cyclotron frequency. This is the called as a resonance condition. Therefore from this equation, V is equal to QB R exists upon m. This R exists, this velocity of that ion particle when this radius is large, that is R exists, this beam R exists from the D's, this R consider, and the velocity is the large velocity at this large radius R. Therefore we can write from this formula V is equal to QB R exists, that is the exist radius, large radius, this radius, large radius of that beam upon m as it is. Then we find out the kinetic energy of the ion. Positive ion is also called as the protons, that is proton is the positive charge ion. Then kinetic energy, we know that 1/2 is equal to mv square. 1/2 is equal to mv square. Therefore the value of V are put in this equation of kinetic energy. 1/2 is as it is, this m is as it is, V square, that means the square of that V, that is B square, Q square, B square, R exist square, and also divided by m square is right in this equation. Q square, V square is the value put in this equation. This V square, that is Q square, B square, R exist square divided by m square. This m and this one m is cancel. This one m is cancel. This equation is right in this part. Kinetic energy is equal to Q square, B square, R exist square upon 2m. This is the kinetic energy, and thus the final energy from this equation, kinetic energy, final energy is proportional to the square of radius of the outermost circular path. Square of radius of the outermost circular path, that is outermost circular path means the last path of that beam at the R exist. This is the maximum final kinetic energy. This radius is increases, kinetic energy are also increases. Because of from this equation of kinetic energy, we are conclude that the final energy is proportional to the square of radius of outermost circular path, that is R exist, that is the R exist. This is the cyclotron accelerator. Cyclotron accelerator means it is the charge accelerator. By using this charge accelerator, we are produce the high voltage, that is about 10,000 volt, and high frequency as 10 megahertz. The next point is magnetic force on a wire carrying a current. Magnetic force, we determine the magnetic force on the wire carrying a current. That means the current are passing through the wire. The magnetic force is produced, and we are discuss about that magnetic force. Then in first part, straight wire, we using the straight wire. In this figure we consider the piece of straight wire in which the current I is flowing, electrons are also flowing. This circle is also denoted by the electrons, in which this electron, we consider the first electron, in which the force, magnetic force and the velocity is perpendicular to each other. Magnetic force Fm bar and the drift velocity Vd bar is perpendicular to each other. We consider the straight wire of length capital L, and the external field B bar is also perpendicular to the wire. Then current I is flowing through the wire, is applied the potential difference. If Vd is the drift velocity of conduction electron in a part of length of wire L, charge Q is flowing across the plane paper, that is the plane paper, we consider the wire at the plane paper, in a time small t, then we know that the current, that is charge, is flowing, Q is equal to IT, current into T, rate of flow of charges. Therefore we can write, you know that the current I is equal to Q upon T, that is rate of flow of charges. Therefore we can write Q is equal to IT. This I, or the current, is flowing through the wire having length L with drift velocity Vd. Therefore we can write Q is equal to IL upon Vd, because of charge is flowing IL, current flowing through the wire having length L, that is I into L, and with the velocity, drift velocity Vd. Therefore we know that the magnetic force is also determined at the previous lecture. Fm bar on the charge, according to this equation, Fm bar is equal to Q into bracket V cross B bar. V here, this velocity is considered drift velocity. Vd bar cross B vector, this is the cross product. Then we solving this cross product, we write value of Q is IL upon Vd, or put in this equation, Q is equal to IL upon Vd, and this cross product is also simplified at the last lecture, that is BVD sin theta n cap, BVD sin theta n cap. This equation also seen at the previous lecture also. This n cap is the unit vector which is perpendicular to both B vector and also Vd vector, that is the drift velocity, and for the magnetic field, these n cap, it is unit vector, is perpendicular to both B vector and Vd vector. Then these sin theta, the theta we consider here, it is the perpendicular to each other, that is the 90 degree. We put the value of theta is 90 degree here. Fm bar is equal to ILB sin theta 90 degree n cap. We know that the 90 degree sin 90 is also 1. Therefore you can write Fm bar is equal to ILB n cap. This equation of magnetic force, when these drift velocity and the force, magnetic force, are also perpendicular to the each other. This drift velocity perpendicular to the magnetic field also. Then we consider the magnetic field is not perpendicular to that wire. magnetic field B bar is not perpendicular to that wire, therefore not perpendicular, therefore we can write the formula Fm is equal to IL and its cross product B vector. Because of this n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the magnetic field also any drift velocity. We consider if B vector not perpendicular to that wire, therefore you can write the magnetic force Fm bar is equal to IL bar cross B vector. This cross product considered as a B vector is not perpendicular to that wire, and this n cap is considered as a, this n cap is perpendicular to the magnetic field and drift velocity. This is the magnetic force on the straight wire carrying a current. Straight wire carrying a current.